Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Mario is Missing for Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Post-commentary edition today because I tried to do this the other day, tried to get it rendered, and for some reason the audio desynced, and I was just not happy about that. So post-commentary it is. We beat 2 stages last time, let's take on the final one on the 2nd floor so we can finally fight Lemmy. And we're apparently in some city somewhere, so let's jump on this Koopa, turn on the map, and head to that info booth. And the Arc de Triomphe is closed today. Apparently we are in Paris, France, and we need to return the Eternal Flame to the Arc de Triomphe. Before we can do that, though, we need to get Yoshi over to Paris, France. So you want to go straight up the middle, take the bridge to Western Europe, and there you go. Find it on the map appropriately. Now that we got that going on, now we only got Yoshi, let's jump on a Koopa, take his artifact, and find out that it's a tricolor before we head down the street here and find more Koopas and artifacts. Hesitate a little here because these 2 roads here, they actually lead to different parts of the map. The road to the south is not connected in this way. So I'm going to have to take multiple paths if I want to go through all of Paris, beat up all the Koopas, and get the 3 artifacts. And this is not a very short road down here, so let's go ahead and take that. Hopefully we'll be able to find some more Koopas, and thankfully we do. As you can tell from these videos of the game, this game gets pretty monotonous pretty quickly. You're doing the same thing all the time, and I can kind of understand that. But at the same time, I grew up with this, and well, when I was like 7 or 8 or 9, I would play almost anything, and as a result, I'm playing this for a Let's Play 20 odd years later, and look where it's getting me right now. And I believe there are more Koopas to the left. And there are. Realizing that the road was going to stop shortly if I went to the right, I decided to hunt down some more Koopas going left. And we found another artifact. That is the Bell of Notre Dom. And that's not going to be here. But the Eiffel Tower is, if the map is any indication, so let's read the pamphlet here. The tower that has come to symbolize Paris was designed by Gustave Eiffel, an engineer. The tower was built for the World's Fair of 1889. It is 1,050 feet high and built entirely of steel. 2.5 million rivets hold it together. The Eiffel Tower has its own post office, and letters posted there will bear its impressive postmark. Once the tallest building in the world, it is now dwarfed by the Empire State Building and Chicago's Sears Tower, which has since been renamed the Willis Tower, but we don't call it that around here for obvious reasons. It's always going to be Sears Tower for me. Anyway, engineer and steel and rivets. We got this one, and for some reason I thought I could back out of that message box with start. I am a genius. And after we get that nice pic of the Eiffel Tower for all of you to see, it's time to go artifact hunting once again to get the 3rd artifact, which thankfully shouldn't take that long at all. And there it is. We finally have the Eternal Flame for the Arc de Triomphe. And I'm pretty sure that Napostriof will probably be watching this video. There will be some French things named here in the French language. I don't know. But again, my French isn't that good, and I've mentioned that in previous videos, and I apologize in advance. Anyway, let's return the Notre Dame bell. Construction of King Louis IX's big project, the Cathedral of Notre Dom, Our Lady, began in 1163 and took 150 years to complete. Every detail of Gothic architecture was used in its design. Situated on the banks of the Illinois, Notre Dame can hold 9,000 people. The church is especially known for its huge rose-colored stained glass window. The window was illustrated with 80 pictures taken from the Old Testament. This is the home of lovable Quasimodo, the hunchback from Victor Hugo's novel, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And I went through that a little faster than I usually did, as a matter of fact, because, once again, post-commentary. And Our Lady, that's what Notre Dame means. It's supposed to be 2, but I couldn't tell if it was 2 or 3, so I picked 3 and I get it wrong. It's a good thing I did, in retrospect, because this is what I hate about the info boost. You actually have to wait a while before you can ask the questions again. In the meantime, you have to read through the pamphlet, and in case you do know the answers but just slipped up, you still have to wait for her to do it again. You're not busy, you're standing there. Come on, Peach. Anyway, let's do this again. Gothic and 2 towers. I know it wasn't 4 or 8. And it was right when I saw this picture that it really was 2, and I should have guessed 2 the entire time. Brilliant! But no matter, we have the picture for Notre Dame. So now it's time to head back to where we started this entire level and return the Eternal Flame to the Arc de Triomphe. All we have to do is get there, and I'm not trusting the pipes. I usually just don't trust the pipes. So if you knew where they're connected, you could get some wicked time bonuses, but I'm not in the mood for that. Anyway, let's read another pamphlet. The Arc de Triomphe, Arch of Triumph, was built by the architect Chagrin on the orders of Napoleon, in honor of the French Empire and the triumph of the French armies during the Revolution. Napoleon died before the structure could be completed in 1836. A small museum inside the arch commemorates both the history of the great general and the building itself. In 1920, the arch became the site of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Every evening at 6:30, a delegation from the Old Soldiers Association rekindles the tomb's torch. And I'm reading these with more gusto. That's what post-commentary can do to you. It's been a long time since I did one of these. Anyway, let's go ahead and return the flame. Napoleon ordered it to be built, and the Old Soldiers Association rekindles the tomb. So after a little bit of repositioning ourselves, we finally go in and get the Arc de Triomphe's picture, and then we finally head back. Actually, no, wait, I saw that Koopa. I killed it and then I went back. I forgot that one little detail. But that's okay, he's dead now. We can't have any Koopas in Fairs France. Now we can go back in. Now that we got all 5 of the geographical locations completed on the 2nd floor, it's time to take on Lemmy. And he's just like the battle with Ludwig. See, sometimes he'll double back and you have to jump on him 6 times. This is where I kind of figured out what was going on pretty quickly. He usually double backs twice before he goes to the other side of the room. And I really took advantage of that after seeing his pattern for a couple of seconds. And now that this part is finally playing the music, I'm going to wait for it to end before I open this portcullis and enter the top floor. Once we finish this floor, it's the end of the game. We got 5 more doors, and we're going to face Roy once we beat all 5 of them. And this is probably just as great a stopping point as any. So, run down here before I say it, after showing all the 5 doors. Join me next time, where I take on 2 of these 5 doors. And hopefully we'll get a little closer to finding Mario. So until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!